If you manage people, chances are you're really busy. A lot on your plate. A lot of things you probably want to do, you don't have time to do. At the end of the day, there's really three things that get in the way of you doing your job, which I would argue is one, making sure you know what the heck's going on, and two, making sure your people are producing results and they're happy and they stick around, right? Three things that get in the way. One, you're busy. You ain't got time for it. Two, you're dealing with human beings. Human beings are emotional. People kind of suck sometimes. Different needs, different levels of experience, right? Different moods that they're in at any given point in time, right? So that's hard. And three, you don't want to come off as a micromanager. You got to know what's going on, but you don't want to hover over people, right? So two things to keep in mind if you're leading people. One is manage unevenly. Not everybody needs the same touch strategy. Not everybody needs the same meeting cadence or agenda, right? The 30-year vet, probably 30 minutes a month, right? The new guy or gal who's been around for a couple of weeks probably need 2 or 3 hours a week just to make sure they're kind of getting it, right? So ask yourself, what touch strategy does each individual need? And it's going to be different. Two, don't hover, sample. Example, a manufacturing plant that mass produces product. They don't look at every single unit that's going through the production line. They pick a handful of units to make sure that that unit looks good and it acts as a representation of how the rest of the units look, right? Same thing with management. Don't hover, but spend a little bit of time in sort of random environments to make sure that they're doing things well based off of certainly what you know they need help with. So for example, maybe you ride along with them once a month. Maybe you sit in on a meeting or two. Maybe you pre-brief for a meeting, you debrief a meeting, maybe you role play, maybe you listen to some calls. But the bottom line is you don't need to see everything that's happening. You just need to get a sense of what's going on by sampling the experiences that your salespeople are having, your people are having, so that you can get a sense of what's going on from a bigger picture standpoint so that you know how to coach them. So manage unevenly, different, and sample. Don't hover.